Hello everybody, welcome to AGB Cars. Today we are talking Mercedes and we are talking Nico Rosberg replacement. And it has been announced that Valtteri Bottas of Williams will be replacing Rosberg and partnering Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes for the 2017 F1 season. It was widely speculated over the winter break who would replace Rosberg. There were a few drivers in the mix, of course, Valtteri Bottas being one. Also, Pascal Wehrlein was his name has been thrown around with his connection to Mercedes, being the DTM Mercedes champion. And then also Alonso. Some people were thinking Alonso would get it for one last year before he heads off to Porsche in the endurance race, that he would want obviously out of his McLaren clause, and that Mercedes would want him for obviously his great ability. But no, in the end, it was Valtteri Bottas who got the call from Toto Wolff and Niki Lauda and all the head honchos at Mercedes to partner Lewis Hamilton. And well, what do I think? I think it's very, very logical for Mercedes to do this. It is, I'm pretty sure it's only a 1 year contract, so they definitely have flexibility in the future. And then, of course, Lewis Hamilton's clause is also up. His contract is also up at the end of this season too, so they've got loads of room to play with. I suppose I was looking forward to seeing Pascal Wehrlein in the car. I definitely think he would be able for it. I mean, he's DTM champion. He's definitely well proven as a driver. And then he had the year at Manor last year to acclimatise himself to F1, to what's kind of how things work, to the cars, how they drive. Although of course he wasn't in a competitive car in the Manor. I still think though it would have been interesting to see how someone like that at the kind of the bottom rung right now would compare to someone like Lewis Hamilton in an equal car. So we were kind of robbed of that, but you can definitely see why they went for Valtteri Bottas instead. Because Bottas is definitely a great driver. He's very consistent, very fast. Is he fantastic, or is he special, or is he gifted? I don't think so. But he's definitely consistent, he's definitely fast, he's always up there. In Williams, I mean, we all know Massa is a quick driver, and Bottas nearly always had the upper hand on him. So I think it's almost perfect for Mercedes in that it's a very clear number one, number two now. Although they won't admit it, and the drivers will be told they're equal, they're really not. I mean, Hamilton, if the Mercedes is as dominant as it has been, he just has to be world champion. Bottas isn't that good, I suppose, and I suppose you could say that about Rosberg in 2016, but I don't think Hamilton's going to let that happen again. So, so Bottas, I mean, he's quick, he's consistent, he's going to be number two, he's going to be behind Hamilton, and Mercedes, I mean, because they've had so many years of, they've had the three top years now, being kind of two number ones, and Rosberg being able to fight Hamilton, that the managing and the team had to be good. They had to control the two drivers. They had to make sure they kept them both in check, because they're both racing for wins. They're both fighting for the championship. Whereas now with Bottas, Hamilton practically has the championship if the car is as good, and Bottas will have a year to be number two in the championship, get loads of points, get a few wins on the board, get podiums, get experience really, and then if for some reason they decide to go another way with Hamilton in 2018, they have Bottas ready to kind of lead the team and take on some fresh new blood. I don't know. I don't know if Mercedes has a future in F1. I don't know if they are planning a move to Formula E in the near future. I know because of the big Renault involvement, and Jaguar now that more and more manufacturers want to get in on that. So because Mercedes have really dominated F1, they might feel the need to try something new. I don't know. That could be something. But yeah, so Bottas to Mercedes to replace Rosberg. So where does that leave Williams now? Because Williams are down a driver. Of course, they have the Canadian Lance Stroll coming in for 2017. But because 2017 is so drastically different to 2016 with the new aero, the new rule changes, the mad new looking cars we think that they're, which we think will look mad, um, they Williams want an experienced driver, someone to lead them through, someone who knows the team, knows what to do, and they're only after saying to Massa, okay, cheerio, we have Lance Stroll coming in, and now they're looking for Massa back. So Massa has returned for 2017 to Williams on a 1 year contract. Probably only be 1 year, definitely. I can see someone else coming in for 2017. I'm surprised. It would have been a good move for Hulkenberg had he not signed with the Renault team. I know he wants to be in a manufacturer, but I mean Renault are not going to be on top for years if they will ever be on top again. And yeah, so Massa's back. Is it a smart move for Massa? Well, I mean, he kind of had to come back to help the team. He's getting a hell of a lot more money. And yeah, it's another year in F1. I mean, he loves racing. I'll say he was looking forward to playing on those cool go-kart things with the sun and building a karting empire or whatever. But he's going to have to put that on hold now and come back to Williams. Of course, Williams are very happy with this because although they have to fork out more money to Massa for his return, they're also getting a heap load of money from Mercedes for letting them have Valtteri Bottas, of course. I don't know if that's a straight up cash deal, whether it's reduced engine prices, but that will definitely help Williams because they are in desperate need of money, as everybody is. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for listening, and hopefully AGB Cars will be back with some more F1 related content for the 2017 F1 season. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.